Hello everyone, Warrior here and welcome back to Thrones of Britannia. At the moment we're actually coming to the final stretch of this campaign as we've only got a couple more ports we need to take in order to obtain a kingdom victory. In fact, if I just remind myself a second, how many do we exactly need to take? 3. We got 3 more we need to take in order to obtain this victory. Okay, I think that's quite doable. In fact, if we pop on here a second, you can see we're going to be able to take one of those very shortly. Because if you remember last time, the Agala here managed to sail across from, what's it called? Innis Patrick here, and sail over with just one unit to take the port of Carlin before taking a few more units to their army. So it's going to be a bit difficult if I try and just send in Odin's Fury here led by Magnus. But they are within range of Thor's hammer, so if we click on their force a second, they have taken a few casualties thanks to us taking it in a needful assault, but we can actually sail all the way back to Carlin in order to attack them and take the settlement back. So we could fight this out, but I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. They only just recruited those units. Yep, so they're all at half strength. We outnumber them by quite a bit. So we're just going to go and do a straightforward, balanced auto resolve. And there we go, 56 lost, but the entire group killed. Fantastic. We're going to go ahead, occupy it. And we've killed an enemy in battle. Nicely done. So, what do we need to do here? We need to fix a couple of things, don't we? Let's repair that, repair that. Now what I want to do next, we've got an empty slot over at the capital here of Downpatrick. So we could get a new building right now, but we do have enough money in fact to get the next level of the monastic house. This could actually be quite useful. It will give me extra public order. Won't do much for the income because we don't have any church settlements, but that public order could be nice and will give me an extra building slot as well. So you know what? Let's order it. It does cost all my money pretty much, but that's okay. We can get plenty more next turn and we can sort out what to build here and then. So we'll leave that for now. You guys need an extra unit of something. Probably an extra unit of archers. We'll sort that out. In fact, how much is it going to cost for archers? Oh, we can recruit one now. There we go. Nice and easy. Sorted. In fact, if I double check, next turn is it? Did we get access yet? Where are we? Melee units. Yeah, next turn we get Next turn we get Eastman Hunters, and these are quite good. They've got extremely long range, and they're a lot better than the archers we currently got, so we'll be making sure to upgrade these next turn. So anyway, you guys have now taken here, so what we're going to do in Magnus's force, we'll have you come over to Downpatrick. You can at least provide a little bit of extra public support as a garrison in the meantime. There we go. So them two sorted. Let's switch over to our next ones. Sounders of the Yellow Horn, you're currently over here. So we were talking about fighting Northumbria, weren't we? So in fact, now I'm going to have these guys make their way over to here. Because I don't want to have it that while we're attacking Cagliari here, that they actually come after, build a little army here, and come up and start taking Winchester and that. I'd rather be in a position just to go after these myself, before pushing down. In fact, looks like it'd be best to go after Hagostades? Christ, that sounds Spanish. It might be better if we go after this one though, then we can march across to Gorim and march down from here. In fact, that's a thing. Let me just double check something in a second. Alright, Valkyrie's chosen. We'll have you guys come up and do what you were going to do. So let's head you towards Downpriest. It's going to take a couple of turns because they had to actually come into the sea off a beach rather than actually from a port. So it's going to take a little bit longer. Right, this is what I want to check. We've got 2 more ports that we need to take. Now, if we will go after Northumbria, the only port settlements they have is over here, isn't it? Yeah, they've got Gorim. That's it, I believe. Yeah. So we can go after these guys. But I don't know if we're actually going to get there to actually have much of an effect. Because if we pop over here a second. With Magnus's force, we can come after Morgbile here, which is a land settlement, so that's not a big deal. But we can have him then march up towards Lafana here, which is a port, and we can take that. Because what I'm thinking is if we attack that with him, because it's a minor settlement, it won't be any issue. And we took Thor's hammer and marched them so they went straight up this way and head towards Dun Siburgi here. We could win this very easily. I mean, yeah, it's not even going to take that long for us to march up there, really. Let me just double check. I mean, we could march straight up there, but it will be leaving us exposed to an attack. So, but if I asked you to guys come here, it would take 4 turns, roughly? Yeah, red, blue. And you have to remember, we could do this pretty easily, I think. That'd be something to bear in mind. Let's end the turn for the moment. And I have a proper think about this. Because we can end the campaign probably this episode if I pushed for that. We don't have any enemy forces nearby that are able to stop us. And there are no major settlements along the coastline between Downpatrick and that one I was just talking about, because I've already forgotten its name, unfortunately. I'm terrible with names. But, so we could send Magnus and just capture all those spots coming up. Ah, that's going to make things a little bit more interesting now. Speaking of capturing places. Alright, more than you bargained for. Okay. All the showy grandstanding you have undertaken is making your neighbours, friends and rivals alike, justifiably nervous. Expect there to be consequences when it comes to talk of treaties. So what is this? Major diplomatic penalty towards all other factions for 6 turns. Great. Okay. Piety and property, uplifting, prepared to defend. Cool. Okay. Now, something we could do, because these guys are able to march over to Lochgab here in 1 turn, and the thing is, they are actually full strength. Well, they're a 16 stack, but all their units are pretty full up. So it could be a thing to make sure we can defend. It will take 2 turns, I should say, to go after here. We got the cash. We could hire another army and have them stationed maybe here at Lochgab here, because we have plenty of replenishment, so we should be able to get it done fairly quickly. So, and it means we can defend ourselves a bit. So let's have a quick look. Who can we recruit? So we've got 2 generals, 650. Warrior, that will make things a bit cheaper. Add extra missile damage. Whereas Forhal here, it's not the most loyal, but he's he's my son, isn't he? Can we see this? Yeah, he's a warrior of minus 15%. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll hire you then, Forhal. You can lead the Crows. Nice name. Okay, so we're going to pop you here. And we're going to hire a few units. We should be able to get 16 stack fairly easy out of what we've got available here. So, let me see. We're going to get some hunters. Some spearmen. Alright, let's balance these out a bit. Some axe warriors. Like so. That's how many we got here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9. Okay. Let's get some more axe ones. Or unless these guys are cheaper. Those guys are cheaper. Let's go for some more orders instead. Okay. It's going to cost most of my money for this turn. But we'll recruit them and we'll allow them to get... we'll get a few more units next turn, no doubt. And we'll keep an eye on these guys as they come towards us. But we will be getting replenishment in the meantime. So it'll take 6 turns. It might be something to do. It might be a better idea. Right. You guys can move, can't you? Yes. Let's do this. Let's have you guys march towards Karlin and get ready to take out this Karnacht force that's nearby. So you guys can come down here and do that job for me. Although we have to be careful because winter is going to be coming next turn. As the well-known quote is, winter is coming. Right. You guys can stay here, in fact, and then you can actually have you guys. We'll keep them here for the moment because of the extra replenishment. But we'll have these guys march up north in order to try and support what's going on up here then. So we'll do that. Right. Let's switch over to these guys now. You guys continue to make your way over towards here. Is it be quicker for you to come this way? It'll take 2 turns. Yeah, let's just have you guys come this way. And the Valkyrie's chosen. You guys can continue making your way over towards here. Just wondering, what would be better? Still saying to basically come from food and peace. Okay. Let's pop on here a second. Check out some new technology. We've been focusing quite a bit on the military side of things. Do I want to go for this one? 50% shield. That could be nice. Or do you want us to check out civic trees? You can get military supports. Allows me to build fist fighters, apparently. As an arena. We can go for leadership. Extra fame. Corruption. Or this one for public order. Now let's stick to military. Why not? We're going to go for the extra shield for the Royal Armourer. So the presence of a great war leader on the battlefield can even inspire cowards, but losing one can spell disaster. Employing the best armourers to equip their retinues will afford them a higher level of protection. So that will make things a bit easier for us to fight, and then we can maybe even go for trained companions afterwards. Only the best of the best are called up to serve by the sides of the greatest field commanders. Affording them the best possible training will see them better carry out their duties as both bodyguards and soldiers. Sounds good. We'll do that. Let's see. End another turn. Yeah. Anyway, going back to that. I'm thinking that plan could work. If I send Thor's hammer down, they can deal with the situation with Connacht, and then we'll be able to push up then from there. I'll have to check next turn as well whether or not Connacht is a vassal of the Mede, or if they're their independent kingdom. If they're independent... Oh no, will we be able to get peace? It might be a little tough trying to get peace, in fact, because if I remember correctly, we got the big penalty, haven't we, to our diplomacy because of the fact we're grandstanding. Didn't think that was a thing, but apparently it is. Alright, what's this? A forewarning. Rudeness and arrogance are not qualities anyone wants to see in a future monarch. If things continue down this path, then steps may have to be taken to secure the succession. So we can either kill Catil, who is our current heir, or we can say the heir is the heir, and there's +2 to usurper allegiance faction-wide. Hang on, what's your problem with him? I mean, he's a governor. I mean, he's pretty skilled. The only issue is that he's maybe a bit stuck up. And keen on fishing, but apart from that, he seems like a pretty reasonable commander. You know what? I'm not going to kill my son. The heir is in fact the heir. So shush. Right. Valkyrie's chosen. You're going to make your way over towards here now, aren't you? Well, be a bit careful. Apparently we're going to be taking attrition if we're not too careful. Alright. Yeah, we'll be able to make it there next turn then. He's staying out of the snow, isn't he? Yes, he is. That's good. That's fine. Alright, Odin's Fury. We'll have you guys come up and attack Morgbile. And occupy that. There we go. Nice and easy. Alright, you can make your way up towards Knotbar here. Or have him go up nice and slow, and in the meantime we'll quit a few more units. So an extra unit of spearmen will come in handy. Okay, another unit of these guys. Another unit of archers. So that's 15. Got a fair bit of money. Let's get some swordsmen. Let's go for these herdmen for their ability to boost the morale of anyone nearby. That's the word I was thinking of. And let's get some melee cav to round us up a little bit. There we go. 18 stack. Nicely done. So you guys can stay here. Harkin and his force now can start marching down towards here. We'll put you guys in Loch Gab here, just in order to persuade them not to try and push their luck by coming towards us anymore and take this little minor settlement. Alright, Sounds of the Yellowhorn, you're in position to attack Hangard-Stalis. So what we're going to do, if I put you guys in here... No, it's not like Warhammer, where you can put them into a fortified stance and it actually allows you to replenish at the same time. Alright. Well, that was a very easy turn anyway. Oh yeah, we can upgrade at least one unit of these guys. Let's do that for you. We actually need to... How much is it going to cost me to train you guys? 150. We need to make sure we do that next turn. Remind me, guys. We need to do that next turn, okay? Alright. You're my governor, and you're not ideal. Let's give you a point of zeal. That doesn't do anything. Why is that? You're economical with the truth. He's a land lover. Oh, reduces his zeal, and he's lazy as well, so that's not going to help in any case. Okay, let's just... You're very loyal, so I'm not too worried about that. Pillager, forager. Yeah, let's just give you a forager. Why not? A little bit of extra food can't do any harm. In fact, we have now got abundant food. No one goes hungry, and there's plenty for all. This gives me 30% of unit replenishment and extra supplies for everyone. Excellent. Alright. Anyway, back to discussions. So yeah, if I focus on what I'm doing, which is to take the crows up north and start having them take out some of the major settlements along the way, especially with the extra replenishment we'll be able to get along the way if we stick to skipping between settlements. I can have Thor's hammer, take out that Connacht force and basically go after some of these little minor ones. And then, in the meantime, then we can go in a position to attack the Northumbria. We may, though, have to accept that we may be... Oh. Little kindness clearly has gone a long way. This man has ceased his helpful plotting and has instead began to praise you. So for the moment, whatever happened, we have now got +2 to faction allegiance faction-wide. Nice. Traits gained is Catil. He's still proud of being a fisherman. And we've now got public order to deal with. That's fine. Might be an idea then instead, if we just pop on here and could just focus on this one. Now, I'll tell you what, jump over here. Which one was it? Here. A little bit of extra public order might come in handy, you never know. We'll switch over to that. But yeah, if we stick to the plan, what I'm thinking about doing, we could in theory do quite well over here. We just need to make sure we get a force on the way up and attack. We won't need to necessarily go after Admacher, but if we go after the Algala regions here, that would eliminate them as a faction from the campaign, and we don't have to worry then about them coming at us all the time. So that will definitely be of use, but we need to eliminate that army down here first of all. So, let me see. We can have you guys come down here and attack, that's fine. We'll have you guys march up towards Linz for the moment. Where can you guys reach? You're not going to be able to reach anything of mine at this turn, that's fine. We'll continue to get a little bit of extra replenishment. Let's see, let's give you an extra unit of cav. And what else can we give you? Let's just give you a unit of champions. I think that would do nicely. There you go. Alright, and I haven't forgotten, if we pop down now to Thor's hammer, we can... Oops. I hate it when that happens. We can spend the rest of our money now to retrain these guys up to hunters. Alright, let's have you go... We'll go after you guys in just a second. Let's pop over to here. We should now be in a position to be able to focus on taking these. So let's declare war. Alright. They have no allies or vassals or anything like that. Hang on a second. Did we... Can we not do this? Declare war while having treaties or shortly... Oh, God, hang on a second. Are we at peace with these guys?
Abuse my hospitality.
Yes, we are. We declared friendship. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Screw it. It's not like we're going to be any better at the moment, considering that everyone hates us anyway for reasons. So let's just do this. Screw it. We're not trustworthy anymore, but that's fine. Land is more important than trust anyway. Wow, that garrison's actually pretty decent. Let me see. Let's start taking attrition in 2 turns. Oh, 6 turns, sorry. And 8 until the place seizes up. They've got 2 barricades available. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll spend some points getting this done. Like so. There we go. We might as well just take some time. We'll maintain the siege. We'll get their men down one way or the other. While we're doing that, my general can... In fact, let's have you guys come over here to attack Halgerstadt.
Rely on us.
Okay, and we'll occupy that.
Yes, indeed.
I'm just wondering, you see. In fact, let's pop on here a second. Oh no, we don't have enough money for a new general.
Foes shall fall.
If we ask these guys to come out, if they can make it over here next turn, they can actually provide some support for the siege and make things a bit easier for us over there. So that could be something to bear in mind. Right, back to my forces. I want to be able to move them around, thank you.
Enemy blood will flow.
Okay, so you've moved, Odin's Fury. Let's just have you guys continue marching up, really. We'll just have you take all these little minor settlements along the way. Any extra money for me, and it's going to be less money for our enemies. So you guys can go do that. Before we actually go after the Connacht, let me just double check. Yes, they are in fact a vassal of the Mede. And it's a problem because they do have quite a bit of land over here on the western coasts. That could be a problem.
Enemy blood will flow.
Right. Let's
Onward to
switch.
glory.
Damn, I was hoping you guys would have been able to sail over there. My mistake.
Foes will suffer.
Alright. Anyway, let's have you guys coming down and attack these. Bansbar is quite a bit in my favour. Let's just have a quick look what they got. They've got some very good weapons and that. They're really well equipped. Freeman archers, skirmishers. We're going to fight this. Chances are the battle itself is going to be pretty easy. They have a lot of archers and skirmishers, which is a slight problem because we can't really afford to keep chasing after them. But their melee units are going to be pretty straightforward to kill. So if we focus on those, we can go and wait and then basically let them either waste their arrows and that on our shields, and then we fight them in melee, or we can just chase after them, which means that they can't actually come after us and shoot at us if they keep running away, and then when we catch up to them, we'll kill them. I mean, we'll see. We'll deal with their main infantry line first. Now, if I'm lucky, they might come towards me, but chances are, because I am the attacker, I'll have to go towards them. So that does give me the advantage in that we get to pick where we want to attack. So that will be something at least. And we do have our hunters now, which should have a better range than nearly anything else in their army. So that will help things out. We've also got plenty of spearmen, so we can deal with their general as well as this unit here, which is badly injured admittedly, but it's still melee cav, and it's a lot better than what our skirmisher cav is. So we can kill those two off and then sort of swing around and attack the enemies on the flank. That will be something. We'll make sure obviously their spearmen don't engage with our horsemen if possible. But we'll just keep them on skirmish mode and let their enemy come after us. If we can kite some of their spearmen away so we don't have to deal with them in melee, that will be fine. Alright. Let's stick it out to have a nice clear weather. Rain? Nah, let's not have rain. Can we wait for a nice clear day? There we go. Nice and easy. Alright, it's a pretty flat slope, so although I like the fact that we can see that mountain right there in the distance there. Although I think it's more the skybox, but it looks pretty cool. Anyway, let's line up. Alright, so you're gonna have you guys in the front line here. We'll put you guys, switch you around slightly, like this. So you guys can be in a formation of sorts, and stick you like here. We'll put 2 units then on the spearmen on this side, 2 on this side. Because the archers have got a longer range, I feel tempted to keep them in the back. But we can always have them just pull back then and get behind the line then once we get closer. So you guys can come up here for the moment. Alright, Harken, you can remain here behind everyone else. And skirmishers, their king's over this side, and they do have this unit here. Stay to this flank. And we can eliminate their horsemen on this side. Alright, I think that's everything we need to worry about.
Your light melee infantry are useful.
Yes, thank you about telling me my light melee infantry. I've played enough Total War games, I know what my light melee infantry can do. Thank you very much. Alright, let's just have you guys come slightly off to the side here so we can actually use this rock in a defensive thing. And in the meantime, they're actually coming towards us. Interesting. Tell you what, Let's not put you guys in... Let's put you here. Right. You guys, in the meantime, come after those units of horsemen. Oh, these are elite melee cav. Alright. Now, one thing I've noticed as well, they are all tired. This is probably from the fact they were raiding in my territory, so they're actually going to be more exhausted coming to this fight. That's going to make things useful for us. Anyway, Skirmish and Cav can go over here and focus on taking out their elite infantry if possible. As long as we keep making sure that they're skirmishing away. Just double check. Wedge... Yeah, skirmish mode. So you guys focus on taking out their horsemen over here. My troops are getting into formation here, and they're already within range for my archers to fire. I'll tell you what, spot their archers for me. I'll tell you what, let's just bring up the main infantry line already. No one's going to be here for you, by not being bold, eh? Let's march you guys forward. Alright, archers, we'll have you guys march up slowly behind them. Alright, how you guys doing? Okay, go after their horse boys, I think, man. Alright. Okay, there's their archers. Spearmen, cone swordsmen, archers. Take them out. Or even better, eliminate their skirmishes for me. Right. Troops are going to get into formation. Let's just get these guys to charge in. So we're going to slow things down a second. And let's just get the front line to charge in. If we're lucky, we might be able to catch some of their skirmishers in the fight as well. Right. You guys come after their king. Right. You guys come over here. You guys come over here. Right. Long axes. Tell you what, long axes. And you guys in the back, pull up here a moment. We want to make sure that we can try and flank around as much as we can. So I'll tell you what, you guys come over onto this side of the battle. Right, you guys come in and push in the center here. And then you guys come around to this side. General will have you see about coming in and fighting in the center for the moment, just so we can help out a bit there. Archers, have you guys focus fire basically on everything over here. Right. Warband, you guys are still heading towards the general. Hopefully we can catch up with him. If not, we'll just have to deal, I guess. How are you guys dealing with their horse boys? You haven't managed to fight their horse boys. Really? They've taken quite a few hits out of my troops, it seems, but they can't even... My troops aren't even willing to try and get up close to them. Right, let's get you guys over here. Alright, their horse boys are starting to attack there. That was to be expected. You guys are going to come over here. Alright, we've managed to connect up with a horse unit. These are their elite melee cav. This isn't their actual general, though. Right. Okay, you guys come in to attack this side. You guys are going to come in to attack their spearmen here. Right, general. Let's see. Metal. Let's improve our ability a bit better, guys. Just do that. Alright. Can we have you guys come after their general a moment? Long axes, you can do some damage there. You guys can focus on here. Alright, you guys will continue to do damage over here. Alright, cavalry, see if you can actually help out a little bit. Come over here and attack their general for me, can you? Alright, you guys attack over here for me. You guys are dealing with their unit. Okay, we've got a unit starting to break. Switch over here, targets. Tell you what, come over here actually and attack their swordsmen. Alright, archers, you should be doing some damage over here now, shouldn't you? If you're not, I'm going to be very disappointed in you guys. Right. Axe units, let's get you guys to come... Great. Alright, you guys can focus on them. You guys, see if you can come after them and push them away for me, please. Archers, you're focusing fire over here still. Fantastic. Alright. That's okay, that's fine. That's okay. Right, we're gonna break their centered line now. We've got all these units on the flank here to try and help things out a bit. So let's have you guys start chasing down some of their units for me, please. Just so we can make sure we don't have to worry about them too much. You guys come here, you guys come here, you guys charge into this warband on the side. Mortars. Alright, General, let's have you guys come over here to the side. Alright, I think we lost my skirmishing cav somewhere. I think they got chased down, unfortunately. Right. You guys are about to break everyone here. Fantastic. Okay, archers. Let's have you guys focus on these horse boys. I had enough of them from Medieval 2. I want to kill them off now. Okay, everyone now has managed to get... We've managed to break them here. Basically, now we just need to go after these last few units. And just like that, we've won. Cool. Close victory indeed. Let's check out the casualties. Well, we lost a fair bit more than I actually thought. It didn't help with certain things like here, for example. My skirmishers didn't really kill that many people. And the fact that they nearly got wiped out by those horse boys, despite the fact that I told them to go after them myself, was a problem. These guys took quite a few casualties, really, but there again they were quite outnumbered by the enemy's skirmishing units. But everyone else did extremely well, and I'm quite happy with that. Managed to kill most of them, so we're now down to just, well, nearly a quarter of their original force. So, let me see, we're going to take on their warriors and get their replenishment back up. And if we can, we're going to chase after them and kill them off. We can just about make it. There we go. Alright, they do have a couple of skirmishing units. We're just going to go for balanced tactics. And just like that, Harkin has killed another general. Guts are coming out of the guy's stomach from that blow. That was interesting. Alright. We'll continue to take on the warriors. Our tribute has massively gone up now. We're now at nearly the highest section. So we've got +4 to faction allegiance. All my units have now got minus 10% upkeep cost. We get 100% replenishment chance, so all my units every turn now, when it comes to recruitment, are actually going to be able to get new units added every time, and they're all going to get extra experience from doing so. Nice. Right. Now we could go after them this turn, but I'm going to have them retreat to Lochgap here at the moment, just so they can get a little bit of replenishment done for the turn. We've got a few places that are unhappy with me. There's not much we can do about that. So, you guys can see. You haven't got enough money for me to do anything. Blascona is unhappy with me. Why are you guys unhappy with me, by the way? Just because of allegiance. Alright, that's fine. We'll skip through all that. Forgear, let me see. What can we do with you? Let's give you a point of Bard. Not that it did much. In fact, let's switch this over. Let's give you a point of Forager again. A little bit of extra food. And what about Magnus? Let's give you a point of Bard. There we go. Alright, you've done everything you can do this turn, haven't you? Yes. Okay. We have actually technically come to the end of the episode, but I want to fit one more turn in. I've been having fun today. And I want to ride this while I got the good feeling, you know? So we're going to continue just for one more turn, and then we'll end the episode then. So, as it stands, we've managed to defeat the Connacht main force. The enemy has come out to attack us, eh? Okay. What they have, they've got Sword Hessia, a few units of these, a few Danelaw archers. They sound impressive. Javelin men, Quad. I'll tell you what, let's fight this. And see how we do. They have actually come out to attack us, so it's going to be a fairly straightforward battle in the open field. And let me see. We have more melee units than they do. So what we can do with this, we can actually engage their entire front line of my troops, and still have a few units available to go around the sides in order to attack. Now they will have the ranged advantage because they've got archers and we've got skirmishers, but we can actually do some damage to their main units before we engage them with our melee. And then we can use our cavalry, because we've got 2 nice big units then, to go after those skirmishers. The only thing we need to be a bit careful about is their general. That's funny enough. I've seen infantry, like we've got sword unit here for our Heathguard, but what do they have? Coelho Spearman. Oh, right. So these guys aren't actually... That's not an actual general. I had it as the garrison. I mean, the governor. But it's not. It's just a normal spear unit. Okay. That's going to make things easier. Well, I like the fact they do add in the lower attention here. You can see that their general, Carl, is actually 44 years old. This is a nice little touch there. Right. Let's pop onto here. It's a foggy day. But we are comforted in the fact that we know that the enemy is going to be coming towards us. And we do have a few sort of trees in the area, so we can actually use this to plant some ambushes, hopefully. So I'll tell you what, let's switch this over. They've got mainly sword units, so we're going to make sure to use our front... Let's switch these around a moment. Right, there we go. So we're going to put... Let's swap this round. So we're going to have 1 unit here. We'll put the weaker units on the edge, because then that way then we can... There we go. Because that way then we can make sure that when they come towards the center of our line, that our weaker units will be on the side and out of harm's way, more or less. So you guys are going to form up like this. Just for protection's sake, we can't actually put all of you in guard mode. Okay, we'll bear that in mind. Alright. Anyone in shield castle formation that can go into shield castle formation will go into shield castle formation. Right. You guys can actually go into wedge. I'll tell you what, let's keep you guys back then. Let's pop you to the side here, and we'll make sure everyone else goes into a standard line here instead, like so. And everyone now is in shield 1. Okay. We'll put 2 units over on this side, 2 units over on this side, and their jobs will be to go around, outflank the enemy, and fire at them, and get them from the rear then. So you guys can form up here. It's not going to be able to provide much, but every little bit will help. Cavalry are going to disappear off into the tree line over here, so the enemy doesn't know that where they are. And then we'll put... Who's leading this again? I can't remember. Kali. You guys can come here then in the center. Alright. Now we do have this rock here, so what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to shift them over a little bit like this. Just so we can have that rock to sort of flank our... to anchor our left flank a bit. Like so. And because our cavalry is over here, they can still quickly get into position over to there then. Alright.
The enemy approaches.
Okay, what's going on here? Ah, right. Can we not move you guys into position? Really? Really? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Oh, it's because you're on shield wall. Okay, stick you guys around it like this then. Right, you guys make your way there quickly. You guys get your way in the front. We can get some early shots against them, that's going to help things out a bit. Right, you guys form up over here, ready to head around the rock. And you guys are going to be in position over to here. I would put them into wedge formation, but I don't want to reduce their melee skill. The charge bonus and that's all going to be well and good. But if you can't actually hit the enemy, then it's going to kind of defeat the point, you know? Right. Okay, General, you're going to come over here. Right. Yes, I'm aware of that. We're going to take preparations about it and precautions, don't worry. Right. You guys are getting into formation. Skirmishers have started firing yet? They're about to. Okay, let's get you guys into formation like so. Javelins, get you to fire at them. Right, we've got quite a few more skirmishers firing at them. We should get a few casualties here. Alright, there's spearmen at the back here and a unit of sword Hess here. Let me see. You guys are about to pull back, aren't you? Alright, let's pull you guys back here a moment. You're not going to be coming at us, are you? Okay, let's continue firing at those Dane archers. Come on, you cowards. Come and face me like a man. Come on. Come on, B-boys. Come on. Or I'm going to have to basically break my line and actually come after you. And I don't particularly want to do that. I'd rather you guys come at me if possible. Alright, finish off these archers for me, please. Tell you what, come off skirmish mode a second. I'm keeping an eye on things, so if they try to run away, they'll come at me and then I can draw them back. And in the meantime, we'll focus on killing off those archers that I want to do. You're not coming right at me, are you? No. Let's focus on killing these guys off. Right. We are taking a few casualties among the skirmishers, but that's fine. Skirmishers are easy to either replenish or just simply recruit some more ones. Right, let's pull you guys back before you get involved in the melee. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Alright, let's go after that unit now. Okay, let's pull back some more. Tell you what, let's... If they're not going to come and attack me, I might as well get involved and attack them, so let's do that. Let's slow things down a moment. Right. Okay, for my front line, you guys can come out of shield wall formation now, and we're going to go and attack the enemy. So you guys are going to come over here and attack these guys. You guys can come in here and attack them in the center. Alright, you guys can come after that unit here. You guys come after their units over here. And you guys can come over here and attack them. Laxes, you can come over to this flank and attack this side. You guys can come over here and attack this side. Cavalry, we're going to have you guys charge into position up to around here in order to attack the enemy from the rear when we need to. And you guys can focus on moving towards their general. We can kill them off that way, that's going to make things a bit easier. Everyone now is moving into position. Just double check. Yeah, you guys are coming to the flank of the battle rather than... Okay, let's move you guys a little bit further back, in fact. Right, you guys come after that unit here. Right, tell you what, General, come in towards the center here and take out these units here. Right, skirmishers, you're going to have you push forward in order to attack their archers still. But this time now we can actually keep you on skirmish mode, it won't matter too much. Right. Okay, cavalry are now in position over here. That's good. What we're going to have these guys do. I'll swing you over here. Right. You guys come after this unit of sword hests here. And you guys come over here and attack them. Get ready to attack as well. Right. What's going on over here? Right. You can attack these. Right. Okay, what's coming up towards us? Sword Hess here. That's okay, but I'd rather have these guys not get engaged fighting these right off the bat. Okay, you guys need to come here and start breaking up these units here for me. Right, how's this melee going over here? Are we killing them? Berserkers? I forgot we had berserkers. Right, well you're winning decisively, so that's fine by me. Right, General, you've been caught up. Let's swoop over here a moment. Spin around the enemy's line like so. And then we can have them turn around and attack these javelins from the rear. There we go. You think you were able to escape us? You had another thing coming. Right. You guys, come over here and start... Do we want to go after these Hestia? Apparently they're not going to be too good against them. There's a high threat to them. So I'll tell you what, let's have you guys come over here for the moment. And actually go after this unit here of Sword Hestia. If they want to retreat from the battle, then we can go after them ourselves. So you guys come after here. Alright. Who else is not fighting right now? You guys come over here, swoop over here slightly in order to attack this unit here. Alright. Cavalry, whereabouts are you disappeared off to? Their Hestia are trying to protect their archers as much as they can. We're going to swoop around a moment. And we're going to have the smaller unit go after this unit here of javelinmen, spearmen. Because that's their general, and it hasn't warned us yet that we've killed their general. So if we can kill the general off, then that's going to reduce the morale for everyone else nearby. Come on, break before that unit gets involved. Right. What are you guys doing so far? Let's have you continue to push in this side then. Right. Have you managed to defeat everyone on this side yet? Nope. Berserkers are still fighting away and they're doing an extremely good job, if I say so myself. You guys are going to push forward over here now and attack these units. In fact, you guys can come and attack this unit from the rear. You guys have been caught up. We don't want that. Come over here and attack these archers instead. Luckily, it doesn't seem to be such a big deal if we have them retreating from the battle while they're engaged. That was a nice little change, I must say. Let's pull you guys back a little bit more. Alright, spin you around a moment. Alright, everyone is starting to break here in the center. That's great to see. A lot of units retreating at this point. We've still only got a couple left. Alright, the majority of you guys aren't fighting, are you? So let's send you over here. Let's pull you guys back. And basically, you guys go after these. You guys come after these. You guys come after these. General, you can go after these. In fact, everyone can go after these. Alright. You guys spin around here a moment. We're going to send them after that unit of archers again. Hopefully you're not going to actually try and engage with them, are you? Alright, you guys are starting to break. Everyone has managed to defeat them over on here. Good. Alright. They're beginning to lose decisively. You've started to waver, haven't you? Good. Right. Okay, you've broken. Right. It's going to be a bit of a hassle to chase them down, so for the moment I'm just going to end the battle. Now, luckily for me, we didn't lose any units, so we're going to have still a full stack for next turn. We've managed to basically wipe out the Northumbria garrison. And not only that, but as we actually build in siege equipment, we can go after them next turn while they've only got 86 men left. So we can eliminate them in a very easy order resolve and take the settlement as a result. But because we actually fought that battle, I think instead of doing another turn, I think we've done the job quite nicely now. We fought a nice big battle and did extremely well in it, so we'll continue it with the next episode, I think. So we're just going to see if anything else happens in the meantime. Here comes the Agala. That's okay, the crows are going to take them out next turn. While they do have slightly more men than we do, we have, in terms of like their unit size, we've actually got it sorted out so that we've got more troops, so that's going to work. The center placated. Seems as if for now this matter has been resolved and matters can return to normal. Okay. Otkel has become a provider. Gorm has started to enjoy art. Cool. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here, so I hope you join me for what might be the final episode of this campaign. We're just going to have to see how it goes. But until then, take care, and goodbye for now.